Hey love, so I wanted to make you a video to show you how much everyone loves and appreciates you. Past 12 years with you have been amazing, and we've gone through the ups and downs and obstacles of life, but we've always come out on top. And I know I'm not the only one in this world that loves you with all their heart, so here's the little video to show you how much we all appreciate you. Happy birthday, babe.
Okay, one, two, three, action.
Okay, so Josh originally started out as an oops, but he soon became one of the loves of my life. And he was always very active, even before he was born. And then he was crawling everywhere until on his first birthday, he simply stood up and walked across the room. And that's how he learned a lot of things. I know later when he had gotten his new bike, one of the things I remember is I said, okay, he was so excited to go ride his bike. And so he went outside. I said, I'll be out in 5 minutes. And by the time I got outside, he was already riding it down the drive. And I was so frustrated. I was pissed because he had ridden it and I had missed seeing him ride it for the first time. So Josh was good at frustrating me and challenging me. Another time I remember with that is, I don't know, he had done something wrong or he wanted to do something and I said no. And I ended up having to pin him and sit on him in the hallway. And it took everything I had to keep him down on the ground, but I knew that I had to keep him down because I couldn't give in and let him win. So he did that several different times that we clashed and butted heads. But we did have a long break in communication when we didn't talk. Probably a lot of it is because Josh and I are very much alike in a lot of ways, and we both stood on principles. We just had different versions of what the story was, and that stretched into years. But we then did reunite, and during that time I always knew that we would get back together and reconnect, and I always loved him, and I knew that it would work out someday. And when we did, it was so good because not only I got my son back, but I also got a terrific friend, and from reconnecting we got so much more understanding about each other, and I think respect for each other. And I also got a remodeled house out of it. So, it was a win-win situation. So that was a really special time since I had moved back. And in moving back, I got to join in and be Graham to his kids. I love watching Josh teaching and working with his kids. He's a great dad. And he's always continuing to learn things. He's interested in new, ooh, shiny. But anyway, he's great with his kids, and he always said that he was going to raise them. In the beginning, he said he was going to raise them different than what he was raised. And I still remember the first day when he was talking with Oz, and he got down in front of him, and he said, "Look at me." And had Oz look him in the eye, because that was one of the things that he hated most when he was a kid. Because when you have to look him in the eye, you can't lie, so you know you're going to get the truth. And so it's just fun to watch how he interacts with his kids, and like I said, he's great with them. And so that's fun. Josh always is fun. He has such a contagious energy, and he's never met a stranger in his life. He can make friends with anybody that he meets, and they connect, and they're going. So Josh is just so terrific at connecting and it's one of the many things that I'm very proud to be Josh's mom, and also I feel very lucky to be able to be his friend too. So happy 35th birthday, Josh, and I love you with all my heart.
Happy birthday, Josh. You have a wonderful day. Love you.
Happy birthday, Josh! Happy birthday! Long time no see. Hope we see each other soon. Have a great 35. I hope you're enjoying tonight. And everybody's had lots of memories for you. I suppose I should probably share like a memory. And I guess one of my best memories is all the time that we spent, you and Jake and Lance and I, playing in Grandma's basement. So, okay, have a great night. Peace out.
Happy birthday,
Happy birthday, Uncle Josh.
We love you. Have a great time.
Enjoy your birthday, old man.
When Whit asked me to tell a story about Josh on video for his birthday, for all of his friends to see, and family, possibly, I don't know yet, I thought, where the hell do I even start? So many stories about Josh, so many things that could be said and told about him. Josh, if you're, well, you're probably not getting nervous, I know you. There are stories about climbing over chain link fences to relieve himself on cop cars, of course in celebration of his firstborn's birthday, not under the influence by any means. Or, of course, the time that he totaled his truck on the way to friend's camp out with my wife in the passenger seat riding shotgun. Or back when I first met him, probably about 16 years ago, give or take, and he was living out of a tent in Bob's mom's backyard. The thing with Josh is that he always looks to the bright side of life. Always. You'll see him get down, but it's never for more than a brief period of time. Maybe a day at the most. I can learn from him there. When he wrecked the Toyota, he still went camping and said, "F it, and she'll still be broke after the weekend. Pick me up, I'm camping." That's a lot better attitude than I'd have about it, especially when he just put a brand new motor in it. He didn't throw a pity party from the Tigger's tent apartment in Bob's mom's backyard. He threw massive backyard parties instead. He had a pallet frame floor, so a raised foundation in his little tent apartment. He had power ran out there so that he could have a TV, video games, music, I believe a mini fridge, a fan, some other accessories. Josh is big into electrical accessories, we all know that. And typical Josh, he had all of his shirts still ironed and hanging up out there in his tent apartment, Tigger's tent apartment. Josh always looks to make the best out of things and finds enjoyment in the simplicity of life, as we all should. As John Lennon once said, life is what happens while you're busy making other plans, and well, we all know Josh isn't one to make many plans. It's just living life. Which leads me to my favorite story about Josh, which really is a story about Oz. It's about Josh's excitement and the simplicity in life, and I think it just exemplifies it. We went and stayed in a big old giant mansion up there for 4th of July in Tahoe one year with the Shulks and the whole circle and everything. And as Oz walked towards this steep ledge over at one end, he started to get close to it, and Josh said, hey, be careful. And before he could even finish his sentence, Josh finished the sentence, Oz finished the sentence and said, because I could fall and hurt myself. Josh's eyes just lit up, and he exclaimed, "That's right, buddy!" And he was all excited about that, and gushed something out about this being the first time that Oz had a concrete thought process and everything. And this excitement just, again, exemplifies Josh's enthusiasm about life, his love of family and being a dad, and his good and kind nature. And that's all the reasons that we love Josh. So happy birthday, my friend. We love you, man. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Josh.
Happy birthday, Josh. We
Fucking
love you.
You're
You're
the
the
greatest. I love you, dude. You are a true solid brother. You're always there when I need you. You will always be there when I need you. I fucking love you. Thank you so much for being my friend.
Hey Josh, happy birthday.
Happy 35th birthday, Josh.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Josh. We love you. Thank you for everything that you've done to help us with the house and with cars and drive me around when I didn't have a car. Everything you've always done. I love you. Have a great 35th birthday.
Bye.
Hey, bro, do you need us to call somebody?
Hey, you lost your shoe.
No thanks, man.
Still stuck. This is why you don't drink on weekdays, right?
Hey, happy birthday, Josh, son, or whatever you want to be called these days. I guess it's a Garney employee since we can't bring you back to Mountain Cascade Inc. Though this guy is probably joining you real soon.
Gotta be there.
We love you, and what else? Oh yeah, you're an old fucker now. I never thought you'd make it this far. Oops, my language. Sorry about that. You're an old coot. You can officially drive with your blinker on now, and you can leave the bathroom with toilet paper hooked to the bottom of your shoe.
So keep doing what you've been doing and don't change. Love you, brother.
And leave a saw at home with instructions how to use, hang on the bathroom door. It seems like it'd be fun.
Hey Josh, Godmom Kelly here. Hey, wanted to just share a little memory I have with you. First time we get back together again. I get to Sacramento, and of course your first impression of your long-lost godmom is having to come pick us up because your mom and I had too much to drink that night. So it was welcome back into my life, Godmom Kelly. And then the second one, of course, is one that's very endearing to my heart because we had a conversation about what I do for a living. And the first big party we had with all the friends coming over, then my wonderful godson, he says, "Wait a minute, everybody. Want everybody to know, my godmom, she's a cop. So no funny stuff going on because she might be drug tested." Anyway, loved it a lot, and I thank you for that. Anyway, just so happy to be here, so happy to be able to celebrate your day with you, and I love you. Glad to be back in your life again, and happy, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Daddy. I love you. Love you, Daddy.